event day. So we have our first time homebuyer seminar that we're doing at this library on 33rd Street here in Baltimore. And y'all know I'm heavy on events. So open houses, seminars, networking, whatever it is. So right now I'm doing like prep. So I'm about to put my marketing materials together, like my take home goodie bags, whatever. And then I'm gonna get ready. I gotta do it from the room because the twins are out there sleeping with their dad. So this is something I've done in the past. And my business card, it's a little candies. This is the key, and the key is connected to a little card. Let me see if I can take it out. That says the key to generational wealth is home ownership, and it's a little bottle opener key. But it's time to switch it up. I think I had way too many keys to get rid of, and I still have this box right here. So we just gonna switch it up this time because I want some bigger, better, newer things. So basically it looked like this. So it says the key to generational wealth is home ownership. On the back it talks about what generational wealth is, having our contact info, and then a little key bottle opener keepsake. We changing it, switching it up. So I went ahead, I designed these little like cards. I printed them as business cards because I wanted them to be small. But so these are new cards. It says crafting immeasurable legacies, one home at a time. And then it has my picture, has a QR code that brings you to my business card with my dot card, and then it has our exit logo and the First Step Financial logo on it. And so when they scan this code, they're gonna have both my mortgage lender information as well as my realtor information. That's why I had to switch it up, because right now I don't have business cards that show both. And then, so crafting immeasurable legacies, right? The keepsake is these little keychain measuring tapes. It's so cute. I didn't have time to wait to put my logo on it, so I just found these. And yeah. So I'm about to put them all together. I even got new bags because, like I said, we're doing new things. So these are the bags. See, they're small, they're tiny, just little keepsakes. And I'm actually gonna take the candies out of these and put them in there. I was gonna buy new candy, but I was like, I got candy at home. Don't let it go to waste, y'all. Marketing doesn't have to make you broke. Just be smart about it. All right, so I'm gonna do this now and then. Minute for the air to cool off. I told you it's probably cooler in here than sitting in a car, especially you got leather seats. Yeah. So we are here at the first time homebuyer seminar. We're getting set up. I'm about to get ready and do my gift bags, put them together. Let me see, what you got in your envelopes?
It's the agenda, all the contact information for everyone that's speaking today. Homebuyer resources, loan programs,
Got you. Okay, so this is Macy Pyle. She's one of my real estate sisters at Exit Deluxe Realty. I'll drop her, her info. She's one of the brains behind this event. And this over here, she tried to run from the camera, y'all, but I'm gonna get her. This is Janelle Williams.
Hi, guys.
Another one of my real estate sisters at Exit Deluxe Realty. So they are here as realtors, and I'm here today as a lender. But I do real estate too. Okay, so I'm putting together my gift bags. I just didn't have any business cards to go for like,
bring my business cards in here.
yeah, I didn't have any that go for my mortgage stuff, so I had to make some. And I didn't want it to be all basic. This is just take a while. Trying to like set up shop while I put all these together. So Janelle, I was asking Macy if she had like an icebreaker, and I said we could just play like Never Have I Ever or something, just to get people play Never Have I Ever, unless you have an icebreaker in mind.
I don't.
Okay.
Then check them off, and before you know it, you will have reached that goal of being ready to purchase a home. And then you have to keep in mind that you do not compare yourself to others because each person's situation is different. Some people are going to be ready in 30 days. Some people might be ready in 1 week. Another person may not be ready for another year or two. So you don't want to look at what other people are doing. You just put your goals down and work towards them.
You have the income, the gross monthly incomes, before you pay your taxes, before they take Social Security, the actual gross number on the check. The one you wish you saw in your paycheck, the one you saw in your bank account, right? So use the gross monthly income. And we want a certain percentage of your gross monthly income towards your mortgage payment and then towards all the other debts. So the income really drives what your monthly income can be, which often is how much money you can borrow, which is how much house you can buy.
Okay, my name is Stephon Fields. I'm a mortgage loan originator with First Step Financial Services. I'm also a mortgage loan coordinator with First Step Financial Services. I've been doing loans for about 3 years now. I work with a variety of different clients who are barely eligible to get a loan and clients who are squeaky clean. I work for a brokerage. The difference between me and Matt here is Matt works for an actual bank. I work for under a brokerage, and what makes us different is Matt may have access to like what his bank may have access to. Working under a brokerage, I work with 1,000 Matts. You get what I'm saying? At different institutions. So if Matt can't offer something for my client that I need him to offer, then I'll just go over here. Or I'll just point my client in the direction I need him to go into in order to fit whatever his specific needs are. You know, so that would kind of differ as a bank and a brokerage. I have Shayna here. She's my partner. We work together, and I'm gonna let her take the floor for a second.
Yes, so my name is Shayna Mott. For those of you who missed the whole introduction, I am a legacy curator. So what that means is I help individuals and families build legacy for their generations to come. So I am a Maryland licensed realtor with Exit Deluxe Realty along with Macy and Janelle. And I am also a licensed mortgage originator at First Step with Stephon.
So at this point, do you all have, I know y'all was asking questions when I first walked in, so I know we're gonna have some questions right now. So
Let's have
whoever
it.
ready, I'll take the first one.
So some of these programs, I'm thinking about like, if we need to put down a certain amount or some of them that just like, you don't have to put down, is there still PMI that goes along with that or no?
It all depends on how much you do put down. You know, you're gonna have PMI if you don't put more than 20%, if you don't have more than 20% down.
Okay.
You know, a lot of times people are putting down 3 to 3.5% depending on the loan program you are using. 3% conventional, 3.5% FHA. I haven't come across a lot of people who's putting 20% down on their property nowadays.
Right.
A lot of people want to come out the pocket with the least amount of money as possible. And if you got 20% of the purchase price in the bank account, then all power to you. But what I've seen personally, I haven't seen nobody wanting to put 20% down. Maybe 5%, but not 20.
Does everybody know what PMI is?
Everybody does.
So it's private mortgage insurance. So basically, when you do not own at least 78% equity in your home, which would be less than the 20%, banks want to protect themselves in case you default on that loan. So that's the insurance that they put on top of your mortgage.
You just said it, like, what's the average dollar amount to close a particular house, like an average, like?
So it all depends. So you say, what's the average selling price of a home in Maryland?
In Baltimore, Maryland, I
Not
would. In Baltimore, Maryland, I would say around 250.
250.
Yeah.
So without no programs, just an average with no programs or anything.
Anything, just give me.
For a property that's worth that's 250, you would talk about an average of, I would say, 15 to 20. That's with nothing. You ain't get no seller's help. You ain't getting no programs or anything. That's what nothing. So a lot of times, lenders can offer lender credits on top of, seller's help on top of any other assistance programs that kind of take that figure down. But everybody's situation is going to be different. Everybody's not going to be paying $17 at closing, like she said, or what Matt, whatever he said, 150. I don't want you to get it confused where it's like I'm going to pay, $5 to close it, because everybody's situation is different.
Where I'm at. Yeah.
How long do you think the whole buying process is when you go through with your client and the loan process? Like, on an average, how long does it take?
So average is 30 to 45 days, but it all depends on what type of program you're using. Like, for instance, Pathway to Purchase is a program for Prince George's County residents. People want to purchase properties in Prince George's County. That typically takes longer because they have their own underwriting process and they have their own inspections. But on an average, you can say anywhere from 30 to 45 days.
And that's contract to close. So that's not including like your shopping time with your realtor. I would say generally about 30 days for shopping time, 30 days to close from contract. And then, so altogether about 60 days. 90 days is like worst case scenario, depending on the inventory and stuff, of course, but about 60 days generally.
So, assuming that this is a whole United States problem of so many offers being put on a house, insane amount. I'm sure we still see that, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So many people, and they're overbidding like crazy. So let's say hypothetically there's a home inspection that happens, and there's a whole list of problems, and you want them to fix one or two. But assuming they're not required to fix those, and what's stopping them from saying, oh, if we want them to fix them, then they can just not take your offer and go with somebody else without fixing those problems?
So nothing's stopping them from saying that. However, when it comes to the inspection contingency that you put in with your offer, you do have room to negotiate, or you have room to just straight out cancel it. Now, if they say they don't want to fix it, you get to decide, okay, do I want to move forward with these issues, or do I just want to cancel it? And I mean, when it comes to overbidding on a property, you have the inspection that you guys go through, but then the mortgage company goes through the appraisal process, which tells you the true value of the home. So if it comes in undervalued if the purchase price is way above the appraisal price and there's a gap, you can say, I'm not purchasing this home for more than what it's worth. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And so you can either cancel generally people aren't canceling. They're just saying, hey, lower the purchase price to this and we can move forward, because an appraisal sticks for 6 months regardless, unless they want to contest it, but then that's a whole thing for them to go through. So.
This might be a dumb question, but
There's no dumb question.
No dumb question.
So look, that's the thing, right? By you leaving out stuff is only hurting you. I don't care how much you make. I don't care how many accounts you have. I'm trying to put you in the best position to get you the best type of financing. So if you only telling me I only got $5,000 in this account and that you submitting this bank statement, whole time you got $20,000 over here, I'm only operating under the guys that you only got $5,000 in asset. So it's only going to work against you if you're telling me that, oh, I only got $5,000, whole time you got $25,000. Because at the end of the day, you're going to have loan officers that's going to work for you to, try to get you to come to the table with at least as possible. Then you're going to have loan officers who's just going to do the regular, and this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's $25,000 to close. So you have to, I say come straight forward with it. Don't hold nothing out, because at the end of the day, we not the IRS, we not the police. We ain't trying, we don't care about that. You know what I'm saying? We just trying to get you approved to get in the house. That's it.
How often can you renegotiate your rate? I forget the name of the rate, but the percentage that you're paying on the loan. So right now, what is it, 7% or 6% that we're at, something obnoxious?
Well, I wouldn't say renegotiate, because you can always buy down your rate.
Right.
That all depends on the amount of assets you have available and your position as a borrower, right? Typically, they'll give us a rate that has no cost or no credit, right? And that's a flat rate. So say, for instance, it's 7%, right? But I can go as low as 6.5%, but it might cost me. It's not going to cost me. It's going to cost you to get the rate at 6.5%. So that's what they mean by buying the rate down. Now, if you're a borrower who's asset challenged, who doesn't have a lot of money accessible to them, and they need some funds, then you're gonna have to go high on the rate just to see if you can get some type of credit from the lender. You get what I'm saying? So it can be costly by you not coming to the table with any money, because it's like, okay, I need money to either buy down the rate, or if I don't have no money, I need them to give me some money because of the simple fact I don't have the money. You understand?
Yeah.
So you can always buy down your rate.
Buy down your rate, so say for example, it's at 7%. You buy it down to like 4. Like how much?
You're not buying it down to 4. That's not happening. That's not happening. You're not buying it down to 4.
How much would you have to pay to get it?
It all depends. Pricing change daily. So just because the price, yesterday's prices is not today's price. You get what I'm saying? It's not. It always changes. So I can tell you today, I can get you a 6.5% with a 2,000 credit, or 6.5% that's going to cost you $2,000. Tomorrow it might be different.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? So.
Can I add one thing?
Yeah.
On average, he's right, rates change every day, but typically, if you were to buy down your rate, 1 point or 1% of the loan amount buys your rate down by a quarter point. So if you were to go from 7 to 6.75, it's going to cost you 1% of your loan amount. So say your loan amount's $100,000, it's cost you $1,000 to.
Just finished our first time homebuyer seminar, and Christine.
Yes, I had to support
She
my
came out to
teammate.
see us, and Tarnese.
How are you? It was great. Well done.
Okay, and these are the women, you know. Oh, I already introduced them. So how do you guys feel about your first seminar? It was really good.
Yeah, I think we had a really good turnout. I feel like our crowd was really engaged. They asked a lot of questions, and I loved it. Yeah, it's wonderful.
You ready for the next one?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so we just had our event. I never get nervous doing events. I actually love doing events, and I think I'm more nervous to do like a live on Instagram than I be to do events. But all in all, this event went really well. We had a great turnout. We had some friends from the brokerage come out and just support us, and that was great. That's always great, because you know, it always means a lot when somebody supports you and believes in you. And yeah, now but for real, I just want to say, no matter what you're doing, just always show up as yourself. Do your thing. If you're one of like an over the top type person, like be that person. Especially when you do like group events or whatever the case may be. As a real estate agent, you do have to leave a lasting impression. Of course, it's not a competition, but just represent yourself to the best of your ability. Like, only you can do you. And so, like my good sis Kiana Watson said, if you want to go places in life, you have to have the audacity. And baby, let me tell you, my audacity is like up and stuck right now. Okay, bye.
Killer.
I just want to say, my makeup came out really, really nice. But it's time for the not fun part. Gotta take all this off. It's so pretty.